In 8th place, let's hear it for Cody Anderson. In lane number 7, in 7th place, Cody Anderson. In lane number 6, in 6th place, this final event, in 3rd place, Garrett Fisher! In lane number 2, in 2nd place, Noah Olsen! Your overall leader, 2 times defending champion, in 1st place overall, Matt Fraser! We know the event, ladies and gentlemen, 9 bar muscle-ups and 1 round of Macho Man, 30 seconds.
Your starting lineup is set and ready to go for the final event here at the 2016 Killcliff East Coast Championships. And in lane number 1, can Matt Fraser repeat for the 3rd year in a row? 9 bar muscle ups and then a triplet of power cleans, front squats, and push jerks at a weight of 205. 8 men are on the floor. Only 6 will move on to the second wave.
And so far, I've seen a handful of these athletes doing the bar muscle-ups where they don't even go through that dip at all, like Noah Olsen there in lane 2. That's going to be a much faster bar muscle-up and get them to the barbells much quicker.
Olsen to the bar, first, leverage to his right and second. Matt Fraser's onto the bar now, the weight 205 pounds. 3 power cleans, 3 front squats, 3 push jerks. The last 2 athletes will cross the finish line, will not make it. Noah Olsen, who is trying to unseat Matt Fraser, is in for yet another wave, as their last 2 will be Connor Nugent and Rasmus Anderson.
Great strategy by Matt Fraser. He saw where Noah was. Noah was really pushing the tempo very, very hard. That's gonna, you can see him breathing now, so he has to deal with that as they go into the next round, which is gonna be 6 bar muscle ups and then that exact same set with the front squats, or the cleans, the front squats, and the shoulder overhead. Matt actually slowed down. He saw where he was. That's giving him just a little bit more going into this next heat.
Fraser is still not safe, as he still holds just an 18-point lead over Noah Olsen. If he were to finish in 6th and Noah win this event, he'll lose to Noah Olsen because there would be a 24-point discrepancy between the two. So, though he was quick in this round, we still got to look at as we cut the reps down from 9 bar muscle ups to 6, as well as 8 athletes to 6.
We have to see if any of those other athletes that were below Matt and Noah, were they actually pacing a little bit, trying to game that first heat just to come in above that top 2, or were they really pushing it?
Now where Cody Anderson in blue has to be wary of is that his advantage was in the bigger sets of bar muscle ups. It won't be as substantial when we cut the reps down to 6. 6 athletes underway in wave number 2, a short sprint across the competition floor. And about face in 6 bar muscle-ups, Cody Anderson on the far right in lane number 5 in blue is making very quick work of these first round of 6. But Noah Olson in lane 2, no shirt, blue shorts, is looking to stay ahead of the pace. And Cody Anderson really needs to get at least 1 or 2 reps in because Kenny Leverett and Garrett Fisher can move this bar very well. Noah Olson in lane number 2, still holding an edge on the rest of the field, but who was last off the bar? Look out for Leverett, but Matt Fraser has his work cut out for him as well. Olson got stuck. Woo! And Cole Sager, surprisingly well off the pace of the rest of these athletes. And Bill, I couldn't tell who finished in 5th.
I couldn't see who handled. I can't see what happened there because we're not really sure where all of those times were. But Matt Fraser came off the bar almost last for the bar muscle-ups. And then after all of that, was able to come across the field in first place in that particular heat. He moved so smooth, and if you saw once he came off the pull-up rig, actually looked across to see exactly where everyone was, knew exactly what he had to do, and keep seeing that's the difference between his type of athlete, the Rich Froning, the Matt Fraser, and the other type of athletes where they just blinders are on and you run. Matt is very aware, and the rest of the field needs to be aware of that. He knows where they are. They can't sneak by. He can. He did.
8 has been cut to 4. The 4 final athletes left on the competition floor: Matt Fraser, Noah Olson, Garrett Fisher, and Cody Anderson, who is in 7th. Coming into this, is into the top 4 for this particular event. And we cut it down: 3 bar muscle-ups and the triplet of Macho Man, power clean, front squat, and push jerks. The final piece of the puzzle underway. Can Matt Fraser repeat? They're off. Everyone's at the bar at the same time. Noah Olson in lane 2, 3 bar muscle-ups. Olson is done with 3. Anderson flips through, but here comes Fraser and Fisher. Everything is tied at top. 3 power cleans at 205 pounds into 3 front squats. Fraser is putting on the gas. He's been saving a little bit. And look for Fraser in lane number 1, maybe to dive under and outrace Noah Olson. And Fraser will be the 2016 Killcliff East Coast Championship for the 3rd year in a row.
Matt Fraser, absolutely picture-perfect game plan for that event. He moves so fast, and again, the barbell movements actually worked in his favor because that shorter range of motion. He seemed cool and calm coming off the bar muscle-ups as he has in all of these heats. But something, I don't know if you saw it, Garrett Fisher didn't want to worry about bouncing over the bar, so he came all the way to the outside, all the way around Cody Anderson, and still came in 2nd in that heat. Awesome job. That was a super fun race to watch. Super fun race to watch.
Fast and furious race for this final event. Matt Fraser taking a page out of the champ's playbook. Looked like he was pacing himself out in the first round. He only needed to beat 2 people. Did what he needed to do in the second round. I tell you what, he was not moving that fast in the first 2. He was saving it for that final wave.
And that's exactly, we've talked about Rich Froning all the time and what he would do. He just does enough. He's so good that he doesn't have to ever go 100%. He just does enough, and that's exactly what Matt did. Super smart athlete.
Matt Fraser takes the final event here at the 2016 Killcliff East Coast Championship. As we try to find out who's going to join him on the podium, but we know who's going to stand in the middle. Matt Fraser, three-peat for the man in red and gray. Matt Fraser, might as well name it the East Coast Fraser Championships. It's 3 years in a row for that man.